Hello, everybody. I'm Linda. And they told me that I couldn't have PowerPoints, but I could bring a prop. So those who know me well know this action figure. And if anyone calls her Barbie again, there could be trouble, Della. Just because someone said that to me at the port once, and I think he still has a limp. Any case, Wonder Woman has traveled with me from job to job to job. So you may ask yourself, well, why does she have Wonder Woman? Well, it goes back, so here goes the story of being 7 years old and getting my hands on a Wonder Woman comic. Yeah, I read Superman, Batman, blah, 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 but I'd never seen Wonder Woman. And I still remember that moment of looking up after I finished reading it and saying, a girl could be anything. And so that kind of inspired me. Now, of course, a boy can be anything too, and you could be Superman, but I am going to be Wonder Woman. And so I've kind of carried that with me through my life until the day that I found this action figure in a store. And so I bought her, and so she's gone from job to job throughout my career. In fact, she's starting to look a little faded, which is probably not a good thing. But she sat in the window of many an office when I had a window in my office. So she's kind of a little worse for the wear, but I keep her because she's witnessed my career over many years, moving from Eastern Canada, Western Canada to Victoria, back to Vancouver. So I've learned a few things from her. And the first one, like I say, is that, you can be anything. Just think about it. Try it. Don't be afraid. That's so important. I mean, she is fearless, right? She goes out there and has bullets bounce off her bracelets, and, well, she just does all kinds of stuff. The next piece is she was sitting in my office many, many moons ago in my first job, and I was sitting there late in the evening fretting over some spreadsheet, and numbers aren't my real forte, so don't tell them that at Van City because it is a financial institution. But in any case, there I was, fretting, and my boss came in, and he looked at me, and he could tell I was a bit stressed, and he said, so Linda, you have to look upon your job as an adventure. So my first thought was, wow, this guy's old. He's probably my age now. What does he know? So I went on, finished the job, and you know what? He was right. And actually, even though I dismissed it out of hand when I first started, thinking about what he said, more and more it kind of went into the brain that if you look upon your career as an adventure, then the highs and the lows will be terribly exciting, and you will deal with the lows in a great way. Just as Indiana Jones falls into the snake pit, there are times when your life will be the snake pit, right? Wonder Woman has her trials. On the other hand, there'll be great highs. I mean, she gets to fly in the sky and do wonderful things. And so if you see it as that grand adventure, then you will recognize the happy ever after because you'll have dealt with both of those highs and lows. And the other thing is that occasionally, it's maintenance. Wonder Woman has to maintain the invisible jet. It's not that exciting, but, that needs to be done too. And in her secret identity, she probably has a cleaner apartment too. So bear that in mind as you go through. But always think of it as an adventure, and it will be an adventure. The other piece is that Wonder Woman left Paradise Island, where Amazons sit around, have a great time, contemplate, look at poetry, do whatever. Why would you want to leave there, right? Because it's wonderful. But she chose to leave for a reason, or so it goes, because she wanted to be in service. So that's the other, I think, lesson in a career is that sometimes we take a job because, you got to pay the bills, somebody moves and you have to move. I mean, there's many reasons why we take jobs. But increasingly, if you look for the service, the contribution that you can make, like Wonder Woman here, the job will be so meaningful. And unlike Wonder Woman, we may not, save the earth or, play a part of the Justice League or whatever she belongs to. But you too can be in service. And while you're doing that, either in your job or in volunteerism or in your family, it will make for such meaning in your life. That it will again make those days where the snake pit is kind of staring you in the face even that much more meaningful because you will be in service. And I've been very lucky to have some great jobs in my time where I really felt that I was in service. I feel at Van City that I am to a really wonderful mission. when I was working with breast cancer was an opportunity to really contribute to the well-being of women in their lives. And I could go on and on. I worked at the Canadian Museum of Civilization, and I got to talk about history every day. For someone who has an MA in history, it's glorious. But I felt in service of Canadian history and the rich heritage we have. I guess the final piece that I'll leave with you is I brought her here because I want to encourage you to be yourself. There's nothing wrong with having a bit of fun, and I encourage it everywhere I've gone. But I also encourage people not to be shy, to indeed invite some vulnerability, to have a few laughs and admit that, I've got a strange obsession here with Wonder Woman. It's okay. It's really actually good because, again, it's really Linda. And in being yourself all the time, I think that's the way that you're going to do well. Pretending to be someone else never really works. Well, pretending to be Wonder Woman might not be so bad in the long haul, but I have to be able to use spandex, which I don't think is going to be for me. So those are my stories, because if you think you can do anything, you will. If you can be in service, you'll feel just so powerful. And if you can do all of those things as you move through your career, you will live to be very happily ever after. Thank you.